Atlanta. Nani na na na. Nani, you a star, girl. You will have it all. Booking flights around the world. Na 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 na. Oh, Nani, you a star, girl. You will have it all. Go ahead and show it off. Na na nani nani na na na.
Hey beaches, and welcome to my bedroom. So today's video is going to be a DIY your own boucle bed using really your own bed and just a few materials. So obviously you guys can see this is my current bed frame. My bed frame is leather. It's getting a little old, I'm not gonna lie. It's looking a little dusty. She's looking a little dusty. So I went ahead and bought some boucle fabric that I'm gonna be using to pretty much transform my bedroom and transform my bed. I've been wanting a boucle bed for like ever now, and they range pretty much from $1,000 to $2,000 for a whole new bed frame. And I'm like, why spend all that money when I can do it myself? So I did go on Amazon and I bought this roll of fabric. It's actually super light and it is from New Home Fabrics. I'm gonna link the fabric down below on Amazon. So the three things I'm gonna be using are just scissors, which I have here. Scissors, regular like freaking scissors. I ended up getting some Gorilla Glue spray. That is the other thing I'm going to be using today. And then I bought a staple gun, which I have never used before, but we'll be using a staple gun and then the fabric to make my bed frame. If you guys do like the video, make sure you do like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think of the bed once it's done. But yeah, I'm actually really excited for this. This is the material that I'll be using to change my bed. And even if it's not boucle, I don't know, it said boucle online, but even if it's not boucle, I think it's more of like a Sherpa, but you guys get it. It's that like, it's heady, nice material. And I swear to y'all, if this freaking works, I am going to do it to my couch. I'm gonna tell you guys really quick the amount that I bought of the fabric, just so you guys know how much to order. I do have a queen size bed, and I'm really just planning on wrapping the front part of my headboard, which is all that right there, and then the sides here. So pretty much the sides on the front and on this end and on this end, the front side, and then I'm going to be doing the front part of my bed, which is here, and the front part of my bed just has like a little bit of fabric on the front part. So I don't really think that it's that much material that I'll need, and hopefully this is just enough, because imagine I have to freaking order more after I've already ordered what I have. So it's 55 inches wide boucle upholstery plush Chanel fabric, off-white color, and it's by the yard. It was $36.50 with shipping at $9.70, and I ended up buying two. So I'm assuming that if it's a yard, I bought 2 yards. Yeah, I guess this is just 2 yards. So it's about 40 something dollars, like almost $50. I guess 46. Hold on, I'm terrible at math. 36. 50 plus 970, 46.20. So yeah, about $50 on the fabric. And then honestly, like the staple gun and the adhesive weren't that much either. I got everything on Amazon, so I'll just try and link everything that I got on Amazon, because that's my favorite place to buy things. The adhesive spray that I bought was on Amazon for $12.84, and the staple gun was on for $17.99. I actually there's a cheaper version of the staple gun, but I wanted the one that was with a black handle. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started by measuring out the fabric. I have a tape measure at home. If you don't have a tape measure, I guess just measure. You don't really need a tape measure. I'm just trying to be exact because I am showing y'all how to do it and I have no idea what I'm doing. So I am going to measure out the fabric, and then I'm going to be taking apart my bed, the parts that are easier for me to wrap. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and it'll just be like a fast pan of me taking my bed apart, and then we'll get started on the fabric. Let's go. I did go and grab 2 more things that I realized I would need. That is a screwdriver. I went and grabbed just like a basic screwdriver, and then a 12-foot tape measure. Not anything fancy, but something easy for me, so I can go ahead and figure out where to be cutting the fabric at, and then also undo my bed frame. So that's what we're about to do now, and it's time to start this DIY. I did get my bed completely apart now, so now I have it in all of the pieces. So the first piece is going to be my end, I guess footboard, my footboard. Oh, look at me, a professional. My footboard that I actually need to wipe off. I wiped off my whole bed and for some reason didn't wipe off the footboard. I have two side pieces from my bed, which are these. I have one on this side, obviously, and then the other one from that side, and then my headboard. So the reason why I'm going to start with the most difficult thing first, being the headboard, is because it is huge and I want to make sure that I have enough fabric at least for this. So I'm going to try and do that first. So my goal is that I'm going to staple it on this part, so that way, like, when my actual bed is up, you don't see it. But my concern is, I don't really care about the back. Obviously the back is like black, but my concern is where I'm going to staple it on this side. I don't know, I've never done this before. I have to cut a slit for here because this is where that middle, like, metal piece, this piece goes. I'll have to cut a piece here, and then obviously the holes where the screws go. But I think I'm just gonna wrap it in one big piece, because if I run out of fabric, it really truly won't matter on these like small minute details. So I'm just gonna measure it and then go from there. I think, oh no, it's not. Okay, yeah, it's definitely not long enough this way, which just means that I'm going to have to go. Actually, then we're going with my first thought. I bet y'all who like are experienced with this are like, girl, there's easier way to do it. But honestly, I think I'm just gonna go with doing it the long way. All right, so I've measured 74 inches, which is a little past 6 feet long. So I have it a little past 74. Thankfully, I have one of these that can lock. I thought about doing a fabric one, but you might need one that actually locks like this. But I think I got this literally from like Walmart. The DIY girlies learn how to use the scissors, so I'm just gonna use scissors. But I have it at 74 inches, a little bit past 6 feet long. So I'm just gonna cut, I guess, diagonal. I really think that I should have had like a pencil or something, but I don't want to mess up the fabric, so we're just gonna make it not jagged edge. And I'm just gonna cut a line right at 74 all the way down. I'm gonna get a nice cut, and then I'm going to angle it so you guys can see like the long way. All right, guys, so I have a good amount of fabric cuts that I think will fit on the perimeter all the way across, but I'm about to test it out right now to make sure I'm not crazy. All right, I measured it well, so I'm about to start. This is crazy. I feel like the process is actually going way faster than what I thought it was. So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna use my Gorilla Glue and stuff, but I'm gonna figure out this staple gun situation because I've never used a staple gun. I don't even think I've opened it to look at it. No, I haven't. But you guys can see, like, I have my staple gun here. Here's what it looks like on the inside. Literally just a staple gun. And we're gonna get started. This is like the fastest process I think I've ever had with something. And by the way, the staple gun does come with staples. If you are a person that probably is gonna go crazy, which I might be one of those, I'm categorizing myself, you may end up needing more, but I'm just gonna use the staples that came inside. I think what I'm gonna start by doing is just stapling the top part back here. So just stapling along the black of the actual like top of the fabric, and then spraying this and like smoothing it down with the Gorilla Glue adhesive spray. I'm gonna spray it down after I stapled that top part, and then once I smooth that down in the spots that I would like it to be in, I think then I'll staple the sides. All right, y'all, so I have it leaned up. I'm just gonna try it one more time to make sure that I have the longer side. Going to extend it all the way across the top lip. I'm only gonna do like a couple staples just so I can see. What if I literally cut it wrong? I'm freaking out that it's longer. I thought I cut it exactly. Okay, that's right, because this is a long side. I was cutting it long ways. I thought I was tripping for a second. And I have my staple gun. I figured out how to use it. Y'all, I don't know how to use a staple gun. Don't let this be a fail. That's embarrassing. Okay, wait. Oh, that sounded like it worked. Staple number one in, staple number one in. Okay, I stapled the fabric, and you actually can't see where I stapled it. This is where I stapled it at. Here. Okay, I have a fabric all across the top. That looks professional, right, y'all? All right, y'all, so I'm gonna take the adhesive and I'm gonna spray it on the top. I think I'm gonna do portion by portion to make sure that this thing stays smooth, because that is my biggest thing, is making sure that it smooths out and is flat, like flat down. The staple came off from the top because I pulled too hard. I'm gonna do the exact same thing all the way down the fabric. Yeah, so I'm gonna add a little bit onto the bottom part that I see like is still like a little gappiness. Like here, you guys can see there's like missing glue there, and then along the edges, I'm gonna do it so it's a little bit more flat. I'm gonna give it a minute. I need to actually go switch my clothes because I'm in laundry right now. I'm gonna go and give it a minute, and then I'm gonna come back and actually do the staples. I'm just gonna add a little bit more glue along the edges to make sure it's smoothed out a little bit more, and then we're gonna do the last staples for my headboard. It's so exciting. All right, y'all, it's been a little bit more than a minute because I went and I took a snack break with me and Ash, but I am back. And it is dry. So I am going to start stapling the bottom of the fabric. Like I told you guys, I'm going to be stopping right where the black is. So I'm just going to take it down and stop where I know the black is. I can actually feel it on this. I'm going to be stapling along both lines of the ends that I just showed you on both sides. So I'm going to staple all the way down, and then I'm going to cut all of the fabric that is in between this, pretty much like cut a line. I am going to do it on the end because I think I might use this fabric again for like pillows or something like that, because I just was thinking about I could totally make a boucle like pillow cover or something. Like, I don't know, I just feel like the possibilities are endless now that I've started. But yeah, so I think I'm going to cut it on the ends to make sure I have still a big piece of fabric like this. But what I'm going to do is cut it completely in like a square to remove everything that is outside of the black line, and then that'll give us kind of the straight line going down the oh, actually, should I cut it first? I'm over here thinking maybe I should cut it and then staple it, because then it'll give cleaner edges. I think I'm gonna do that. But pretty much I'm removing everything where the black will be, because there are important parts to my actual bed. Now, it's gonna depend on your actual bed frame, but mine, it does have like where the metal goes in on this part, as well as on the white part on the end. As you can see, your girl has done progress. Your girl has done progress. So here is what the bed looks like so far. Again, guys, I'm extremely happy with it. The bottom edges don't look like amazing. I definitely feel like I could have cut the line a little bit smoother here, but again, this all is going to be covered with my bed. Honestly, the only thing that's going to be out is really the sides and those kind of things, and that's what I want to be more careful of. But honestly, I'm extremely impressed with the work that I've done thus far. So I plan on folding this piece in and staple this down. So what I think I'm going to do is cut here. I'm going to cut like a square off of the end here. I'm going to fold it in here, and I'm going to staple that down. What I'm going to do is just staple all the way down like I did on the other side. And honestly, that's the end for the headboard. You guys are going to be able to see. Send help, y'all. Your girl is tired. I'm so tired. This is the biggest part of the project, my headboard. It had a lot more stuff to it, but I'm going to be doing the exact same thing. Measuring out the fabric to make sure that I have enough to cover and staple all ends. Spraying adhesive to make sure that it is down and flat. And then stapling just to make sure it's all in place. It's a really simple process, and I cannot believe how easy it is. I have used a lot of staples. This hand is tired. Like the movement of doing the staple gun, like I'm literally like squeezing so hard now, but hopefully my hands will be really strong. But this motion, y'all, is something serious. Oh wow, it's long enough. So guys, the footboard is pretty much done. You guys can see the end toes of the board look really good. I just made sure to do it really tight on the end. I actually might add one more staple because it wasn't like completely flat on the end. But honestly, this took me like 10 minutes to do the footboard. So I actually don't think I'm going to be here all night. Okay, I got it. But yeah, so the footboard is done and the toes look really good. I just added one more staple on the bottom corner, but it looks really good. That literally took like 2 seconds. So now that I'm done, I'm about to clean up. There's a lot of scraps of like the material all over my floor right now, and I had already vacuumed in here. So I'm about to clean up all of the scraps of material, put the last little bit of boucle fabric that I have left into a bag just in case I end up doing any other DIY projects. And then I'm just gonna clean up and then start setting up my bed so you guys can see what it looks like now that it's all done. I cannot believe it. What I say, y'all? It is currently 1 o'clock and I am done. I put my bed back together. In my defense, the last 30 minutes I've been watching the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial on Netflix. So I've been a little bit distracted. But guys, it came out so freaking good. I did such a good job. I'm going to show you guys tomorrow in the light. It is late now. I'm tired. I'm about to put my mattress on and go to bed. But I killed her. I killed her. She is that girl. Y'all, the edges, like everything looks so freaking nice. Like I just literally cannot believe that I made my own boucle bed. All right, y'all, so y'all have seen that I finally finished the bed and everything is done. I am so happy with how it turned out. So happy with the process. Like I honestly thought it was going to be so much harder than it was to make my own boucle bed, but y'all, like I killed that. She is that girl. Honestly, coming into my room today, I'm washing my sheets, so there's nothing on my bed. But this look, it just looks so good. Like I feel like it added so much to the room and everything like that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this DIY of making my own boucle bed. If you guys have any tips or suggestions for people who may end up doing this themselves later, things that maybe I did wrong or can be improved, or if you guys love exactly how I did it or you try it yourself, definitely leave it in the comments below. I'm so excited. I might end up doing, like I said yesterday, another upholstery video, maybe doing the upholstery with like a chair or a couch or something like that, like something a lot bigger. But I did learn that I love the material. I'm so impressed with it. Honestly, I give myself a 10 out of 10, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I'm super impressed with how everything turned out. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos of me and maybe things that I upholster in the future, make sure to subscribe. And I love you guys. I will see you on the next one.
Small world with big dreams, bad girl with big things. Nani, you the drip queen. Elevator a big deal. Nani na na na. Top girl from Atlanta. Nani na na na.